everyone. So let's start our week 4 run through. So week 4 we will still focus on the word problem. So now let's look at our So let's now look at our question 16. An escalator is moving at a uniform speed from bottom to top. So here is the escalator and turner works from the top to the bottom. So it's moving from bottom to top. So I can write it down. This is VE. The direction is from bottom to top. And remember, speed have direction, right? And from bottom to top. And turner works from top to the bottom. Yeah, this one is turner. He run from top to bottom. And it takes a total of 150 steps. And Mark works from bottom to top. Here, this is Mark. And from bottom to top. And it takes a total of 75 steps. And also we can see if turner's speed is 3 times of Mark, so the question is asking us to find out how many steps are there in the escalator when it is not moving. Firstly, let's look at the escalator. I think this time turner is very dangerous, right? Because the escalator is from bottom to top and he didn't obey the order, right? So Mark is obey the rule and he from bottom to the top, which follow the escalator's direction, which means Mark have more need to run less steps than the turner, and the turner should be run faster than Mark, and or turner cannot arrive the bottom. Okay, so here's from the first sentence we can assume Mark's speed is 1 and Turner's speed is 3 because Turner's speed is 3 times as Mark. So therefore the time ratio of Turner and Mark should be what? Yeah, we know how in total how many steps they run, right? So the time ratio should be use the steps to divide by the speed. 150 divided by 3 to 75 divided by 1. So it should be 50 to 75. Actually, it's 2 to 3. Okay, after that, let's find out how can we find out how many steps in the escalator when it is not moving. So think about one thing. Why Turner run 150 steps and Mark run 75 steps? So you see the escalator steps is moving on and from bottom to top, right? And Mark still run from bottom to top. So Mark's speed is faster than the escalator speed, and he will run less steps than the steps you can see on the escalator. And for Turner, he from top to bottom, and the step is moving up and the turner is moving down, so it will be a little many overlap steps, and we consider these overlap steps. That's why we have in total 150 steps. So the time ratio of turners and the marks is just how the escalator move, right? Because the escalator speed is constant, which means the turners overlap steps and the marks more steps, which can be the ratio of the escalator's time, right? So how we can calculate? We can just assume the step in escalator that are not moving is x. So how many steps for Mark run and how many steps for Turner run? 150 minus x, because Turner is from top to down and there are many overlap. The overlap is just 150 minus x. And for Mark, from bottom to top, then the x, he don't need to run all the steps on the escalator. So it should be x minus 75. And we know this part, 150 minus x and x minus 75 is what the total time for the escalator run. Yeah, for the accelerator steps run. And do we know the accelerator's time? Yeah, it's just 223, right? So the time is 223 because the the escalator speed is a kind of constant speed. So time, the ratio of time is just the ratio of all the steps. So we can find out 150 minus x to x minus 75 equals to 223. So maybe this one is hard for you to calculate. And remember, the ratio actually is what? It's about fraction, right? So actually this one is just the 150 minus x 2 over x minus 75 equals to 2 over 3. Then cross times, right? This times this equal. So 3 times 150 minus x equals to 2 times x minus 75. This one will be 450 minus 3x equals to 2x minus 150. Then move here, so it will become 5x equals to 600. So we can find out x equals to 120. Okay, you see, in this question, you need to find out the speed is 1. You can just assume the speed is 1 and internal speed is 3. And after that, use the to find out the time ratio. Time equals to the distance divided by the speed. So the ratio of time is 2 to 3. And remember, we know the ratio of time and the escalator. The escalator speed never change because it's a kind of constant speed. So in this ratio, we can just write down what is the escalator distance ratio. Actually, it's still 2 to 3. And then find out for Turner, he will run only 150 minus x, the more steps for Turner, and Mark will only run x minus 75 steps when the escalator run. Okay, so here we can write down another equation and use maybe this one cross and multiplication of the fraction from algebra equation. Then you can find out x equals to 120. So it can be only 120 steps, which is not moving.